Lin Jiang's dragon well chains vibrate. Seal loosening. Strange phenomena. Raindrops splash against the surface. Water drips, splattering into small water puddles. Lu Chen stands in front of the dragon-locking notebook corner. Soft rain. Staring at the well. Don't look down. The ancient well sits in the center of Lin Jiang's old stone railing surrounds it. 2-meter well. An iron grid is attached to the top. This is the dragon locking. Lu Chen speaks in a low voice. Noisy surroundings. Faint words. He crouches. His fingertips trace the carved marks on the stone. Front scratches are densely ranged like sharp tools, leaving marks from long-term scraping. Young man, stay back. A hoarse voice sounds from behind. Lu Chen turns. A hunchback old woman stands at the alley end. Wrinkled old woman. Her gaze is unusually clear. Young man, I am a folklore graduate student investigating the legend. Lu Chen straightens his body. Calm expression. The old woman's gaze suddenly tightens. Her eyes sweep up and down across Lu Chen. An outsider, he advised, do not touch this. Chains move. Disaster. Generational town rule. Listen, dragon well vibrating. Seal loosening. Strange chain phenomena. Lu Chen looks down. Beneath the iron grid, heavy iron chains hang down. The chains drop straight down into the pitch-black well. Old woman silent. Shakes head. Walks away, muttering repeatedly in her mouth. Words fragmented. Lu Chen hears scattered words clearly. The trapped dragon escapes and brings disaster. Calamity intensifies. Lu Chen seeks shelter. He takes a final look at the ancient. In a blur of vision, the thick iron chains show a slight tremor. Ancient books in the Linjiang library. The lights are dim. Lu Chen sits at a long table in the corner. Several pages of yellowed local paper are spread out on the. His hair is damp. Water droplets slide down from the tips of his. He has no time to care about his appearance. The computer screen lists the sorted information. Dragon well records during the Wanli era of the Ming Dynasty. Years of Linjiang reign. River water flooded, submerging the city. Zhuan Jizi surveyed the root cause of the water disaster. River dragon causes trouble. The iron chains vibrated and the seal loosened. Strange phenomena appeared, punishing the deep, using specially made iron chains to seal the evil imprisoned deep within the well. This well was named the Dragon Lock. The iron chains in the well wrapped around the dragon's body. The vibration of the chains was the sign of the evil dragon stirring. Disaster would surely arrive. Lu Chen raised his hand, massaging his temples. Folklore expert. Dragon well legend expert. The Linjiang version has similar fitting local historical event. All ancient stone monuments, uniform warnings, strictly approach the ancient well. Do not touch the chains. Linjiang records, Wanli volume, fragrant female voice. Lu Chen looks up, a woman with a ponytail, beside table, white shirt, jeans, holding a stack of old ancient books in her arm. Correct, I am checking records related to the dragon. What a coincidence. I have long studied similar topic. Woman sets down books, asks name. Gu King, Linjiang history assistant. Lu Chen, graduate student at Beijing Folklore University. Their hands shake. Lu Chen noticed the clean lines of her fingertips. Fingernails neatly trimmed, ink stains on the knuckles, traces of lifelong research, clearly visible. Swolong well, seal loosening, strange phenomena. Gu King sat down opposite, out-of-town scholar and interested in legends. Why have you come here? Professor Li Ga anonymous mentioned Swolong well, linked to recent citywide anomalies. Lu Chen lowered his voice. The letter stated, Well's iron chain, vibrating. Gu King turned pale instantly. Body stiffened. Impossible. Grandfather's old warnings. Grandfather Old Gu, a scholar of Linjiang local history. Swolong well expert. Decades. Gu King's breathing slowed. The rain carried a heavy gloom. The old man last week passed away suddenly. Lu Chen remained silent. No comfort. Gu King took a deep breath. Regaining his composure, setting personal matters as the vibrating chains you spoke of. Is there any first-hand proof? No evidence. That's why I am conducting field research. Lu Chen opened his notebook. Linjiang has had frequent anomalies. River muddy. Mass deaths of fish in the shallows. Many nocturnal fishermen witnessed giant shadows in the river. Gu King tapped his fingertips. His movements were erratic. Phenomena matched the ancient records. These are all omens. Dragon awakened, stood up. Follow. I will show you some confidential files. Linjiang's Wolong seal loosening. Strange phenomena. The library basement archive. The temperature is low. Gu King entered the password, opened iron door. Dust hung in the air. The smell of paper and ink filled the entire space, stored everywhere, and published local historical records. Civilians cannot enter this area. He walked to the safe in the back. He removed a tiny key from his. He turned the lock and opened the cabinet. Inside sat yellowed manuscripts, accompanied by bound notebooks. Grandfather's life's work of research, taking 40 years, digging secrets of the Swo Long Well. Gu King took out a thick volume. His movements were cautious. Lu Chen leaned in to look. The handwriting was neat, the ink fading over the years. One page was a diagram of the well, noting the dimensions, location, markings, bottom position, outlining a giant creature wrapped in layers of iron chains. The shape, dragon. Gu King looked grave. He nodded slightly. The Linjiang Swo Long Well seal is loose, signs manifesting during the Wanli era, Zhuangjizi in Linjiang. Back then, 49 days of rain, the river breached its bank. Half the city was flooded. He determined the root cause was an evil dragon in the river. Only a special ritual could keep it suppressed. What ritual? Sacrifice 7 children to the riverbed, souls as anchor, and forge millennium-old chain to seal the dragon's body, imprisoned in the deep well. Gu King's voice was barely a whisper. Lu Chen felt a tightness in his chest. Legend content is likely full of exaggeration, and not necessarily true. History inconclusive, all cases real. Gu King flips through the manual. She turns to a completely new page. Year 1943. Enemy occupied Linjiang. Hidden beneath the ancient well, hidden treasures led to the forced excavation of the Swo. During the excavation, every participating soldier lost all control, attacked each other, slaughtering each other, until tragedy struck. The commanding ordered return to wellhead. Lifetime excavation ban. Swo Long Well chains moved. The millennium-old seal was about to shatter. Rakan recalled the blue stone carving seen during the. What was the origin of the scratches on the blue stones? Stone markings resemble claws left by struggle. Gu King read the monk's notes, which also left a dying warning. Once the chains continued to vibrate, the seal would keep weakening. The people of Linjiang must evacuate immediately. The two stood facing each, deep in each other's eyes lay intense unease. Go into the well. Checking firsthand. Night darkened. Dark clouds obscured the moonlight. The rain had completely stopped. There were no lighting facilities around the Swo Long Well. The two relied on the dim light of a flashlight to move. The iron chain gleamed in the cold light, revealing a dark red texture. They slowly approached the wellhead. The flashlight beam shot straight down, piercing 10 meters, only to be swallowed by the well water. Thick iron chains plunged vertically into the depths were pitch black. The lower ends were completely invisible. There were 81 iron links in total, following Taoist sealing rules. Gu King stood behind, her body tense, every single chain link engraved with talisman, meant to bind the dragon's soul. Stabilized formation. The audio abruptly cut out. Rakan simultaneously sensed the abnormality. Swo Long Well chains moved. The fragile seal was about to shatter. Ground trembling. The tempo was slow, like a fierce heart, beating continuously. Can you feel the vibration? It is the chain. The chains are breaking free from their restraint. A sound echoed. A muffled impact came from the bottom of the well. The clashing sound of metal colliding within the enclosed alleyways. It echoed back to the calm water of the ancient well. The surface current began to spin. The slow vortex rapidly expanded in size. The descending iron chains broke free from the water. From bottom to top, they were continuously pulled, rising higher step by step. Leave immediately. Gu King grabbed Rakan's arm. Her fingertips were icy cold. The two turned and ran wildly. Behind them came the harsh sound of chains scraping against stone walls, deep underground. A low rumbling sound continued to spread. After running to blocks, the two finally stopped to catch their breath. Rakan's chest heaving violently. Gu King leaned against the wall, hands trembling, and lit a cigarette. The scene before their eyes completely overturned. All the Swo Long Well chains moved, and the ancient seal was about to shatter. The scene before their eyes completely overturned. All records of the evil dragon were never just fictional stories. Police sirens wailed in the distance, and the two exchanged a sharp, let's split up and track separately. Gu King put out her cigarette. Tomorrow morning at 10. Meet me at the history department. Bring all your investigative material. Rakan was just about to reply. The woman turned and hurried into the narrow alley, vanishing into the night. Standing alone on the street, the eerie sound from the bottom of the well still lingered in his ears. Rakan looked up at the sky. The moonlight was dim and reddish, with an airy hue. Inside the cheap hotel room, Rogan checked device, searching local Linjiang news. Striking notification. Linjiang ecology abnormal. A large number of dead fish floated on the river's official verdict. Blamed it on industrial wastewater discharge. He continued scrolling down. More bizarre reports popped up one after another. Old Town residents heard underground noises late at night. Various beasts in the zoo became restless and anxious. Dozens of citizens fell into the same bizarre nightmares, seeking psychological counseling. The Swolong well chains moved. The millennium-old seal was about to shatter. All the strange noises matched the disaster omens of the Swolong well. Rogan turns off his computer. He walks to the window. His gaze rests on the square with the ancient well. The entire area is cordoned off with police tape. Multiple police vehicles are parked around it. How the authorities will define the nocturnal mood, no one knows. But he is certain all these phenomena are not pollution or hallucinations. His fingertip touches the phone screen. He hesitated. He dials Professor Lee's number. The call connects. Rogan only says one sentence. Professor Lee. The anonymous letter content is factual. Swolong well chain have begun to move. The call ends. His eyes fall on the ancient book on his flips page. It contains the warnings left by Zhuangjizi. Chains move. Disaster arrives. Dragon emerges. City falls back. Heed this. Don't open well. Don't disturb chains. Stay peaceful. Catastrophe. Lightning. Flushes sky. Thunder rumbles. Resound. The heavy rain pours down on the city again.
龙舟欲进城镇，灾劫步步逼近。次日清晨，临江大学历史系办公室房门半掩，陆晨轻叩门板，无人应答。推门入内，顾清河背身立在窗前，晨光穿透玻璃，落在女子肩头。顾老师，顾清河猛然转身，眼下乌青厚重，整夜未曾合眼。 他快步上前关门，拉下百叶窗，动作仓促，神情紧绷。
Did anyone follow you on your way here? I checked the whole city. No signs of trekking. What is the specific reason for the well's closure last night? Gu King pulls open a drawer and takes out a paper envelope. Several candid photos are spread out on the desk. The images capture the area around the well from hidden angles. At 4:00 a.m., I returned alone to document it. Points to photos. The stone railings and iron chains are covered in thin frost. Rogan leans in to observe. The patterns radiate, spreading outward. It is currently midsummer. The temperature is stable, exceeds frost conditions. Omens everywhere. Longzhou warnings true. Catastrophe nears. Gu King plays a video on her phone. Low-frequency metallic droning continues to emerge. Intervals are fixed, cycling repeatedly. It is the sound of the chains vibrate between 3 and 6 a.m. The interval between vibrations shortened. The frequency has tripled, following the current acceleration. Tomorrow's banquet, the entire chain, break free. The seal will collapse. Dragon escapes. Rogan continues the thought. A chill rising in his back. The crisis predicted in grandfather's manuscript. Verified. Urgent situation. Gu King grips Rogan's wrist. Her grip heavy. The water company reported that the old city's water quality tests water has unknown substances and categorized. Her voice pauses. Her breathing becomes suddenly erect. Grandfather's body has disappeared into thin air. Rogan's pupils contract. His expression shocked. The morgue security footage shows at 2:00 a.m. The body sat up on its own and walked out of the morgue alone. The surveillance footage has been seized by the police. The Longzhou well disaster is approaching step by step. The staff on duty witnessed the deceased's eyes, developing vertical pupils. The office falls into a deathly silence. Rogan combs through all the clues. All these supernatural phenomena cannot be broken down by scientific theory. Find a way to break it. Check your grandfather's manuscript to see if there is any record of reinforcing the seal. Gu King moves aside the bookshelf, takes out a carved sandalwood box engraved with ancient runes. This is grandfather's private retrieved from house. Inside the box is an old handbag. The paper is aged and brittle. The ancient manual of dragon law. The original copy is kept in the stored away for years and never exhibited. The ancient book is open. The pages are filled with strange text, complex strokes, secret Taoist scriptures. Grandfather spent 20 years cracked content, subduing the evil dragon back. Iron chains were just the surface. 7 young children, souls became the anchors, setting the 7-star dragon seal. The seal is the true method. The core foundation, Longzhou City landscape, disaster nears. Turning to the star map page. 7 points connected, forming the Big Dipper constellation. Points align perfectly with ancient wells. The Big Dipper layout. Correct. 7 site locations. Match the 7-star position. The dragon well lies at the core. The map shows it clearly. Urban expansion. 3 sites are covered by buildings. The 7-star ray is ruined. Lu Chen flips to the last page. Red ink marks the intersecting symbols. 4 words are scribbled nearby. Dragon energy leaks, disaster signs. Same patterns found at the riverside disaster site. Lu Chen pulls up phone photos. Ripples vaguely visible on the river perfectly match the ancient symbols. This is the concrete lake signs. Guking breathes rapidly. Early stages of seal loosening. Dragon energy seeps through the earth. Water contaminated, killing aquatic life. Weather chaotic. Will trigger mutations in living things. Both fall silent simultaneously. Neither wants to recall the old man's remains. Longzhou City is in danger. Disaster is closing in. On-site inspection is urgent. Looking for ways to repair and reinforce the seal. Guking puts on his backpack. Storing the ancient texts, little time remains. The crisis is spreading fast. The old city streets are a maze. Comparing with the star map, they arrive at the first point. Old site is now a supermarket. Corresponds to the heavenly mysteries, the core anchor point. Hidden in the basement warehouse. The store owner blocks their way. Firm attitude. No outsiders allowed in the warehouse. No visits permitted at all. Guking speaks up immediately, serious in his tone. Inspection. Underground detection. Energy abnormal. Hazards found. Check mandatory. Shows ID. Obscuring the details. The owner looks panicked. Stops blocking them. The basement is dark and damp. Flashlight sweeps across the wall. On the surface of a stone, carved with the same seal runes. This is the anchor point. The anchors are being destroyed. The dragon's awakening is inevitable. Lu Chen's voice drops. Grim expression. Runes have been chiseled away. Stone patterns are damaged. The chisel marks are fresh. The traces are clear. Guking touches the dust. Rubs it between his fingers. Damage less than 3 days ago. Someone is sabotaging the array. The second heavenly machine point, located in an apartment garage. Wall runes also chiseled away. The third heavenly dog point, converted into a city fountain. Cement covers all the patterns. Impossible to restore. Definitely not a coincidence. Targeted dismantling by some key points of the array. Breaking seal. Guking checks the book. 4 of 7 anchors destroyed. 2 remaining hidden in the park. The final star point, located under the river bridge. Construction work is underway. Check the park sites first. Well on the way, Guking suddenly stiffens. Pupils dilate. Body trembling violently. Wood. Lu Chen supports him quickly, preventing him from falling. The anchors are being destroyed. Dragon awakening inevitable. Seconds later, her condition gradually recovered. With a pale face and weak breathing, visions suddenly rushed into her mind. As water flooded back into the flooding streets, people were trapped in the water, and blood covered the entire river surface. You have the ability to foresee cause unknown. Near center. Anomalies frequent. Guking raised her hand and pointed to the southeast of the city. In that area, an unknown consciousness kept calling out to me, looking far. The direction pointed straight to the Linjiang Bridge. First check the park location, then proceed to the bridge construction. 2 giant formations had ancient runes carved on them, sealed beneath blue stones. The patterns were preserved intact. Ragan took photos to preserve the images, while Guking stepped up to record the rune detail. Comparing records, there were differences between the 2 rune patterns, presenting a mere symmetrical form. The 7-star ray runes echoed each other. Constant connection. When fully intact, they formed a closed-loop energy field. Eyes destroyed. Dragon awakening inevitable. The saboteurs were well-versed in the core rules of the form, precisely selecting key points for dismantling. With a strong sense of purpose, nightfall was approaching. The 2 set off for the Linjiang Bridge. Along the way, Guking's condition continued to worsen. Headaches and unsettling visions haunted her mind. Sensing formation eyes, Well chains vibrate. Distance ignored. The connection could not be severed. Rocken kept an eye on the rear view, black car tailing.
连续跟随3个路口，
Its driving route was deliberately We are being followed. Gu Qinghe looked back with a tense expression. Pursuers unknown. Intentions unknown. Rocken sharply turned the steering, diving into a narrow alley. Sharp turns. Eluding pursuer. Besides us, there is a third party. Investigating those who had access and destroyed those formation. Those pursuers are most likely this group. Bridge barricaded. And the regular workers had not yet. The two easily climbed over the fence. Yaoguangai. River bank core. Pit excavated. With heavy machinery parked around it. Pit center. Stone in three. Relief shattered. Eyes destroyed. Dragon awakening certain. Too late. Rocken examined the broken cross-section. Fresh stone cuts. Damage under 24 hours. 4 formations destroyed. Making the dragon's awakening an absolute. Gu Qinghe read the ancient records aloud. I scroll voice. 4 stars destroyed. 5 are damaged as the dragon weight. 6 are harmed as the dragon stir. Dragon and stars destroyed. Humanity perished. Return to dragon well. Formation broken. And they had to figure out the subsequent pattern. On the way back, Gu Qinghe's nose bled slightly. Her eyes were bloodshot, body failing. The leaking dark ore invaded her body, and the evil dragon had a special connection to me. The phone suddenly rang. Unknown call. Is this Mr. Lu Chen? Asked a deep male voice. I am Curator Wang. Old Mr. Gu left instructions before his death that if an accident occurred, he should hand over the safe containing his legacy to cannot answer. What is the legacy? An ancient bronze artifact carried by Zhuan Jizi. In times of crisis, resists Qinghai Dragon. Curator Wang paused for a moment. Left final message. Truth and well. Beware of the reflection in the water.
水非水，见真我者得永生。通话结束，陆晨如实转述内容。顾清河猛然攥紧手臂，力道尖锐。
爷爷手稿尾页留有一句未解批注：静非静，水非水，见真我者得永生。同镜倒影，两处线索相互对应，道是必然留下。
Keeps dragon checked. Shadow coming. Gu Qinghe hunches over. Her head throbs with pain. The final 3 chain links are about to break free. The vehicle spins round. The front desk suddenly bursts. Completely out of control. The black motorcycle appears again. Closing in fast. Evacuate. The two rush to the car. Ducking into the alley. Exhaust fills the air. The pursuers' footsteps echo back and forth in the air. Gu Qinghe hides in a corner, avoiding the search party. Who are these pursuers? Records state a guardian clan protecting the dragon. Guarding the dragon well for generations. These people belong to the Dragon Guard, preventing the seal from breaking. Gu Qinghe quickly flips through pages. Modern records show countless factions, empowering the evil dragon, attempting to break the seal. Seeking power through the dragon art. 10 minutes later, outside noises fade away. The two cautiously leave the factory, heading to the museum for the ancient mirror, then rushing straight to the dragon well. At midnight, all hidden dangers will erupt completely. The city river surges violently. Undercurrents surge in the Midnight Museum. A fatal crisis awakening the evil dragon is arriving. Gu Qinghe's eyes grow dazed. Her vision gradually blurs. Only the last chain link remains. I can peer through the well water. That evil dragon is always watching me. Lu Chen catches a glimpse in her eyes of a fleeting gold and glow. Strange bloodline, mysterious bloodline resonance, connecting clues layer by layer. Gu Qinghe and her grandfather, and the sealed secret of the dragon well, share an unbreakable deep connection. Linjiang Museum. Lights go out. Only a solitary lamp remains by the security booth. Gu Qinghe hides in the dense bushes. The woman breathes heavily, digging her fingers into the mud. The dragon's call, clearing. The final pull of the chain is about to breach the wellhead. Emergency alert pops up on the phone. Linjiang River water is abnormal. Residents along the bank must evacuate. Time is running out. Act immediately. The two circle to the back door. The iron door matches the curator's description. Exactly the same. In the darkness, the flashlight beam is limited, sweeping across display case. Artifact shadow twisted. Retrieving the dragon's suppression mirror. Touching it reveals the bloody truth. Pursuers have sealed off Alexis. The safe is located in the basement archive. The basement is damp and Staler fills the corner holding the box. Playing an appearance, Gu King enters the passcode. The heavy iron door opens. A round object wrapped in red sits quietly inside, unwrapping the bronze ancient mirror, revealing its oxidized black edges. Ring patterns. Resonating, fingertips touch the ancient bronze mirror. Instantly Gu King freezes all over. What did you see? 7 children chained and sunk into the river. One girl looks exactly like me. Footsteps approach from above. Alarm sounding. That is the core item controlling the dragon. That is the crucial key to the evil dragon. Breaking the seal to grow stronger. Fulfilling ambitious plans as pursuers close in. The only exit is completely blocked, scanning the environment for the ventilation duct. The narrow opening barely fits one person. One draws pursuers away, while chains resonate. The doom of the evil dragon has arrived. Wrapping the mirror and stuffing it into the bag, riding in the palm to meet at the well. Gu King bends down to crawl into the duct. Lu Chen grabs a metal pipe, throwing it far away, successfully distracting all pursuers. He rushes up the stairs, deliberately making noise to lure everyone away. The alleys are narrow and wide, familiar with the terrain. He takes detours to shake off pursuers, colliding at the corner. A burly man, a dark-faced man, holding a short blade, blocking the way. Hand over mirror, spare life. A low humming, suddenly shrouding everything. Chains vibrating. City disaster. Dark man, collapsing. Blood seeping out. Limbs twitching. The final chain snaps. Lu Chen breaks through, sprinting toward the Salong Square. The mirror is the key and the vessel. The dragon finally escapes through his body. The blockade remains. Security has evacuated. River flooding, crisis spreading, police rushing to aid, Gu King directing. Holding the mirror, winds whip her hair. The mysterious mirror is chilling. Iron fences twisted and broken. Heavy chains thrashing. The final link hangs at the well edge. Well water boiling and churning. Sulfuric mist fills the air. The dragon, trapped for centuries. Autumn resentment. Hatred engulfs the city. Mirror usage. Recorded. Grandfather. Only key functions are noted. No incantations left. The boiling water freezes. Suddenly calm, surface smooth as a night sky mirror. Reflections vanish, giant golden pupils, staring at them from the well. Strong mental shock strikes. Lu Chen dizzy, Gu King lost. Steps uncontrollable. Walking toward the well. Stop, back away. 5-element barrier, blocking Lu Chen. Unable to reach the dual voices echo in the throat. An ancient, obscure tone, slowly beckoning. Well, depth echoes a thought. Branded in the mind, release me. Gu King slowly turns, eyes completely turning golden. Dragon energy awakens, spirits flee. Water tornadoes sweep the city. The mirror's glow is the final code. I am descendant. Bloodline carries the dragon mark, a bridge between man and dragon. Innocent sacrifice, no restraint. After long imprisonment, revenge is coming. Water shoots into the sky. Mirror pierces the water tornado, centered. Bell patterns and fragments. Intertwining, ancient spirits rise, filling the night sky, unmoving, forcibly steadying for a moment. The mirror repeats Director Wang's work, resonating in sync. Mirrors fly in the water, only the true self finds eternal truth. Hidden in the well water, reflections, instantly and light rushing to the well peak, grabbing the bronze mirror, raising it high, vortex core, mirror down. You will hasten the city's room. Double cries, nightly ringing, capturing moonlight to refract light. Light as blade, turning to strike the water tornado, instantly freezing the backflow. Waves rebounding, water rushes back into the well. Dragon remnants. The city is silent. To trap the dragon forever. Only a bloodline trap. Or soul-shaking sound waves. A giant black shadow dragged by the current, sinking back down. Darkness, a roar. Painful whispers, gradually fading. Gu King collapses, falling. Pupils return to normal. Chains vibrate. The final link pauses. Still hanging. The crisis not fully averted. Mirror limited. Seal broken. Danger. Always present. Lucha quickly crossing the dragon path, seeking a way to mend it. Dipper harms ear. Seal weak. True spirit must heal true spirit. Needs soul. Gu King looks pale. My bloodline. Replace I. Forcibly patching the flawed from the cost is soul dispersion, not sacrifice. Alternative exists. Shu Yi reads. Sec records, the I should connect to the dragon soul and formation merge as one, ensuring a century of peace against us. Bo Tong knows. Did Elder Gu keep any sound equipment? A resonance device was in the basement. Tracking frequency, suppressing soul. Locating device. Basement storage. Black ending the call. The two return to the museum street. No one is tracking them. Forces mysteriously withdrew from the city. Dead silence. Mirror reflects daylight. Instrument shakes the soul. The final link of the chain. Imminent danger. City safety. Rests on their single thought. Metal box opens smoothly with internal electronic. Precise structure. Identical core. Resonance ring matches the chain pattern. A complete match. Grandfather's years and modern upgrades. Dragon shaking device. Debugging complete. Unused. The device needs high power supply. Must connect closely to the ancient. The car trunk contains emergency battery. Enough for short-term operation to transport it. Returning to the dragon well overnight. Approaching midnight. The chains begin to shake. The amplitude reaches its peak. The final link, carefully dividing the connections, connecting power along the way, adjusting frequency parameter. Gu King holds the cracked drum. Standing firm, reciting ancient texts and mantras. Ready. Start the device. Button pressed. Low frequency wave slowly spreading. Frequencies gradually match. Chain vibrations move in reverse. Mirror shatters. Device explodes. Exhausted of all strength, barely stabilizing the seal. The crisis is only temporarily over. Mirror floats. Tech candle lights up. Warm energy release. Two-way sound wave resonance. Light color covers the wellhead. The evil dragon struggles fiercely. Well, water surges again. Impact forces stack. Gu King's palms are burned by high heat. Skin emits smoke, never letting go. Dust fills the bottom of the device. Outer shell overheating, verging on destruction. Mirror surface suddenly cracks. Patterns break. Well sound. The final mournful cry. Chains contract violently. The final link completely falls back. Sound waves emit black smoke together. The system shuts down. Ancient mirror splits in two. Half the mirror falls to the ground. Strong wind stops. Well, water settles. Chains are still. All worldly illusions vanish instantly. The two explore the ground. Strength exhausted. The crisis is over. Situation stable. Gu King picks up half the broken mirror. Faint spiritual light remains for years. The storm ends, seemingly returning to peace. Disaster lurks in the shadows. The next catastrophe is already foreshadowed. Broken formation temporarily patched and fixed. Ancient mirror shatters, artifacts fail, sound device ruins. How long can this peace last? Years or decades without completion. Formation and artifact seals will continue to weaken. Dark clouds disperse. Big Dipper hangs high. Starlight falls on the ancient well, solemn. Rakan changes clothes before Gu King leaves. The woman places half the mirror on the well rock, left for the next guardian. The two slowly leave the square. No one notices the slight ripples on the well. Starlight fades, a pair of golden pupils close. The dragon-locking well has returned to the thousand-year chains lie deep in darkness. Beneath this brief peace, dragon never submits. It waits for the next rising tide. It waits for the chains to tremble once more. The fate of Linjiang City has long been bound to the ancient well. Entangled for eternity,